It's come to my attention that you want to learn how to make your handwriting better on your iPad. Maybe you want to take aesthetic notes for school. Maybe you want to fill in your planner. Maybe you're someone who's just absolutely shocked now that you have an iPad and an Apple Pencil by how bad your handwriting looks. And to be honest with you, I hear this all of the time, and it was my experience as well. I'm always someone who thought I had like pretty decent handwriting, like nothing excellent, but pretty decent handwriting. And when I got an iPad, I was absolutely shocked by how bad my handwriting was. And honestly, it really is a bit of a learning curve, learning how to write on a slick screen like an iPad. A lot of us are really used to that paper texture, that pencil and paper or pen and paper texture, and not having that texture does throw you off a little bit. So I have a few tips if you are a beginner or you're someone who just wants to tighten up your handwriting on how you can improve this. I have some product recommendations as well as just some simple tools that I use and some simple techniques that I use to make my handwriting a lot better. And now writing on my iPad is just as easy as writing on a piece of paper. So stay tuned if you want to see more. First up, I have two product recommendations for you, the matte screen protector and Apple Pencil tips. Now, the matte screen protector here is going to be the thing that makes the biggest difference. If you are someone who's never used an iPad to write before, or you don't write on like a whiteboard, you'll notice that it makes a huge difference to just get that texture back. I have a lot of options that I would recommend, so I will have them linked down below. They come in a bunch of different price points and kind of styles. I can do a deep dive on matte screen protectors. You can go with like the paper-like that everybody uses, or you could use a cheaper alternative brand. The only thing that I would recommend is pretty much no matter what matte screen protector you use, I would get some alternative pencil tips, just because with the matte screen protector on your iPad, you are going to run through your pencil tips a little bit quicker. So there are a lot of options available to just kind of have a cheaper alternative to switch out those pencil tips if you don't want to just get the Apple Pencil ones. If you have the Apple Pencil ones, you'll notice that you run through that tip really quickly depending on how often you use your iPad. And there are a lot of Apple Pencil tips that are made out of different materials so that you don't run through it just as quickly. I will leave my favorites down below as well. It really is a matter of personal preference. So I would just try the ones that look the most like the tools that you like. So if you like a ballpoint pen, maybe try a ballpoint pen looking tip. If you like the Apple Pencil tip, maybe just get more of those kinds of style Apple Pencil tip refills, just so that you have some extra on deck when you start to run through yours. Now, a couple of questions I always get asked about matte screen protectors is, does it impact your screen? It doesn't impact your screen in the sense that it doesn't leave any residue when you're taking it off. So it's totally safe to put on your iPad, but I will say it does kind of make your screen look a little duller. It's obviously making your screen matte. So you are kind of going to reduce that look of your iPad screen potentially. To me, it's totally a worth it trade-off, especially at the beginning when you're getting used to it, because it just gives you back a little bit of friction that you need, and you're going to find you write a lot easier with it. But just something to note, just in case it's something that means a lot to you, I know there are like magnetic ones that I have tried that I could recommend as well if you wanted something like that. So I will leave that one down as well. Next up, let's talk techniques, because there are some techniques that just make it so much easier to write with your Apple Pencil. I really like certain apps, and I do think that certain apps are better than others when it comes to controlling your Apple Pencil. Like I, for one, far prefer using something like GoodNotes for notes versus writing with Apple Notes with my Apple Pencil, like with the pen tools specifically. I can do it now because I'm very in practice, but at the beginning, it would have been virtually impossible to make my handwriting look the same in both. I don't know why. It's just certain apps work better than others. So I think my very favorite ones to recommend if you're new is GoodNotes and of course Procreate. Those are really excellent places to start and really great places to experiment with a few different pen types, which I would highly recommend doing. The next thing I would say is the pen type that you're using does matter. In GoodNotes, for instance, I highly recommend using the ballpoint pen. If you are new, it's what I use right now as well. It makes your handwriting just a lot crisper. When you use something with some variation in the stroke, it can look really cool when you are farther along in your handwriting journey, but at the beginning, you're going to notice that variability just makes it much, much harder to control your pen. So I highly recommend using the ballpoint. And if you're in Procreate, I highly recommend it using something like a dry ink or a monoline brush. You're just going to find that you control that a lot better. Another thing that I highly recommend doing if you're struggling with your handwriting is to go ahead and bump up the thickness of that line. I like to use the ballpoint in GoodNotes and bump up that thickness. You can even go into the setting and tune up that smoothing. Just kind of play around with the settings and see which one you like, because if you go a little too high on the smoothing, it can feel like you lose control of your your pen again. So there's usually a sweet spot for most people. I will put up my exact settings here. And what I think is probably the most important thing that you have to learn how to do is you have to zoom in before you write. If you try to write the way you would on like a piece of paper without getting to zoom in, it's going to be really, really hard to control your pen. If you're able to zoom in and write a little bit bigger, you're going to notice it is far easier to control your pen. And that's kind of a tool you want to get used to using as much as possible. So just pinch the screen, zoom in every time you want to write, and then take your time writing, and you will find it is far easier to control your pencil that way. And the next one should be obvious, but practice, practice, practice. It makes the biggest difference to just sit there and practice. And the practice that you do is going to make you better, obviously, but it's also going to get you just more used to writing on the screen. And now I find that I've had so many years of practice that using a matte screen protector doesn't even affect me anymore. I can write on a slick screen no problem because of those years of practice. So just go ahead and practice. It honestly takes less time than you think. I would highly recommend just like getting kind of cozy and comfortable with your iPad at the end of the day while you're watching TV, and just like write out your alphabet, like the way that you write. I would just write it over and over and over again. That is how I got better at handwriting just generally, like on a piece of notebook paper. This is the exact same thing that I would do. I would just open up a sheet in whatever app that you prefer, in whatever app you want to get best with, and then just write out your capital letters and your lowercase letters, and then your favorite words over and over, and little phrases and sayings. There's tons of handwriting exercises that you can do as well, but the letters are my favorite part, and they're just the most practical and useful. You'll use them over time. And I actually find this activity to be very soothing and fun to do anyways. So think of it as a little unwinding time. Like think of it as a little hobby, and I promise you your handwriting will get better. And my final tip is to make sure you turn on Scribble. So you can do this in your settings. I will pop up the instructions on how to make sure this is on. It should be on by default when you have an iPad pretty much at this point, but just in case, go ahead and check that this is on. And this means that you can fill in any sort of field with your handwriting. And that is a really great way to practice. So you can write in your browser. If you're searching on the internet for something, you can write in with your handwriting where you want to go. And it's a really, again, great way to just keep practicing and getting good at using your iPad. And the better you get used to kind of the feel of writing on glass, the better you're going to do overall. But the other great thing about Scribble is that you can go ahead and use Scribble, and then you can write to text. So if you need legible notes and you're at a point where you don't feel like your handwriting can give you legible notes, there's a very good chance that in the note-taking app that you use, I use GoodNotes for instance, I can go ahead and use the text tool, and if I have Scribble on, I can write in with my pencil what I want to write, and it will turn into a font. There are tons of tutorials on how to do that, but if you want to see one specifically from me, I'm happy to do that as well. It's super easy to turn on. And that is it. I know it's really frustrating when you have an iPad and you had all of these plans of having a really aesthetic, beautiful iPad, and then you find that you really hate your handwriting or you don't like the writing experience. But if you stick with it, I promise you, I am such a pen and paper girl. If you know me in real life, I have a pen collection, I care about papers, and I just never thought that I would become someone who likes writing on a slick screen as much as I do. And at this point, it really is interchangeable, and it's a skill I'm really glad I have, because now I can take notes really quickly. I'm able to take notes no matter what I have on hand. I'm able to make digital art quicker. I'm able to practice my handwriting easier, and it just makes your life a whole lot easier. So in my opinion, it's totally worth doing. I honestly think like the art of handwriting is a really fun hobby to engage in just generally. So I am a big advocate for learning how to use your handwriting on whatever tools that you have, and especially your iPad, because I just feel like you can get a lot of use out of it. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. I'm trying to get more consistent on here, and I love teaching people how to get the most use out of their iPads because mine absolutely changed my life. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It helps out this little channel so much, and I will catch you next time. Bye.